welcome to the New Brunswick Housing Authority Board of Commissioners meeting. We'll call to order by gavel, but keep my fist on that wall.
It's right by, it's right behind the elk.
Behind, right.
Across from the Matrix.
Right, right.
Yeah, that area's gonna be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
When it's all said and done, it's gonna be phenomenal,
It really will.
great for the city.
And this is primarily for college students,
Yeah.
although they could rent to others, but
Yeah.
they're primarily marketing it to college students.
Any other comments, questions? Okay. Is there a motion?
You need a motion.
Yeah, is there a motion to,
So moved.
the resolution, second?
I'll second it.
Great. Any other discussion? No? Great, well, thanks.
Thank you very much.
for coming up.
Thank you very much.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Robondo?
Yes.
Commissioner Giorgiani?
Yes.
Commissioner Wolde? Chairman?
Yes.
Yeah. Motion passes. 36 is a resolution approving the 2018 meeting schedule for the Housing Authority of the City of New Brunswick.
So moved.
Second?
Second it.
The only discussion, I got a request from Mr. Kratovil to adjust the dates because of the city council meeting. And I had asked if the city council was changing their dates, and I don't think they're changing their dates. So I don't know why we would change our dates either. So, any other comments about this?
So they're not on the same night, that's why.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Robondo?
Yes.
Commissioner Giorgiani?
Yes.
Chair?
Yes.
I'm sorry, and Commissioner Wolde.
And the other thing, and we'll talk a little later, is that someone gave me this flyer, and it says, I mean, it's filled with incorrect information and lies. And so one of the things that's very, very important is to understand that if we're going to disseminate information, it better be accurate. Actually, our score is 65%, which puts us in the standard rate. 41% is really, frankly, shameful. I don't know who put this together, but I hope they're not a reporter, and I hope they get their facts right. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and our attorney will speak to that. So with that, any other comments from the board? Okay. We will open it for public comment.
Where is this $1.4 million that housing is supposed to have spent? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so one of the things that's important, because we want to make sure we can address all of those issues.
Right.
So the board is a policy-making body. And so when it comes to very specific things, have you asked the executive director and his staff?
No, I wanted to ask everybody why they're here.
Okay, so
People's ceilings are sinking, mold is everywhere. This is what people are complaining to me about. And every time we look around, it's no funds, and this is what people are getting upset at. This is why I'm speaking for them. This is what people are getting upset about. This is the problem. Nothing gets done before inspection. When inspection comes, everything tries to get done. This has got to stop. I've been out here almost 50 years. Some of the messages are not getting to maintenance. Some of the messages are not getting to, plus, oh, excuse me, the phone system. That has got to change.
So I will tell you,
Nobody can get through.
so on the phone system side, that problem, our actual phone system crashed. So we actually are having that replaced. That is an item because of the.
When we walk in the office, we get told that whoever we need to see is never there. Every time we walk in the office.
A lot of these people can tell you, their ceilings have been leaking, their walls have been leaking for over a year. One lady just told me today that last week she called and she said, I'm tired of calling them because nobody comes and they'll start fixing something. Then they don't never come back.
I want to know who decides what we're supposed to be paying for and what we're not supposed to be paying for in there. Light bulbs, right. The HUD says we're not even supposed to be paying for it. I mean, I would like the work order and a printout, because on the printout I never noticed this. I've been here for 20 years. On the printout I never noticed they had maintenance, but they never had what they did.
What it is.
What it is.
Right.
Okay? I got charged $30 for a key for the shed. To open it.
So one of the things is the staff wants to solve the problems.
That should have been a problem.
So what
No,
was
they should know what you mean. They should know we're not supposed to be charged what they are charging us. They owe us so much money, it's a shame. You know what? We can have a whole lot. Light bulbs, $12.
Yeah.
Come on. A whole bunch of stuff we're being
said they got
charged.
charged
The HUD says we're not even supposed to be being charged for. So
we're hearing about some of this for the first time.
I've been here 20 years for the first time.
Yeah, because no one said anything. So what we're saying, what we're saying is, the goal is, this isn't the forum to solve the problem. This is, what I'm encouraging, if people really want something solved, they go to Mr. Clark and really have him, and the board will make sure that we will ask him, were all the issues resolved?
I called, and since August, I still have a hole that's leaking in my ceiling with paint coming down. I have a 1-year-old that crawls around. I have 2 boys that are young. On top of that, I don't know if anyone knew, my son fell from the 2nd floor because I called. And I told him to fix the lock on my window. And my son was in the hospital for 2 months because of their negligence. Okay? And it's pissed me off. My son got his jaw cracked, teeth 3, 4, and 5. He got to learn how to talk again, how to walk again, and he's still going to therapy.
Now, does the
I
office know
called
about that?
several times.
Well, we will make sure, I will ask, we'll make sure that whatever the problem is fixed, okay, as soon as possible. And again, we respect, we're here, we respect, we don't want any of these things to happen.
Yeah, I know,
So,
and then they stopped the parking fees also because I got 3 months credited to my rent because they were charging me $50 like every other day for parking fees, which it wasn't even my car.
All right, well, so those are things that the board can't get rid of, but the staff can get rid of those things. If it's wrong. If it's wrong, the staff will, and we will follow up.
Chair, she just said that was actually a credit she already got for that.
Oh, so you got
Exactly,
credit.
that's what I'm saying, but that was because you guys were getting investigated.
So you got it, credit.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
When I first signed my first lease, I walked into my apartment. I walked up the stairs creaked really bad. Javier wrote it down. He said it was gonna get fixed. Never got done. My stairs got fixed after I fell through. I fell through my stairs, and then it got fixed the next day. And like a lot of people are intimidated to even come to these type of meetings because now that they come to these meetings, that our name is being documented. Now all of a sudden we'll start having, oh, if you got something on your porch, you're getting a fine for that. Or if you got, just a little fine, it's a little intimidation tactics that we get. Now, Mr. Clark himself might not be privy to this, but this is what goes on. So this is why sometimes the meetings are so short. Not too many people even want to come out. Not people want to have anything to do with it. Because it's the intimidation factor. I've been out here, maybe not as long as Gretchen, but I've been out here for a couple years. We used to have a basketball court. We used to have a little park right here in Robeson Village. Since I've been here, I've seen a lot. I've seen them take the basketball court. It's no longer there. It's a parking lot. The jungle gym that used to be in for the school is gone now. It's just a flat lot. A lot of stuff is being taken, but nothing is being given back to the community. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a comment, young lady?
Yes, I did, because it's about the same thing.
Okay.
I've been calling John Clark. He only called me back twice. The pipe or something busted in the living room. It's been like that for 2 years. The floor is coming up. Now I'm getting holes in the floor.
Okay.
I've been calling, and the guy Dave's been coming over, so I'll fix it. But then he wants to place it with a carpet. I want the floor back the way it was when I moved in here.
Right.
The steps is weak.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that we want the problem solved.
Okay,
And the
but
way
they're
the
not
way to
fixing
solve
it.
the
This is
problem
going on
is.
2 years now, they're
Okay,
still not doing
well,
nothing.
that's the past, we're going forward. Tonight,
Okay.
anybody that gives the name and the unit, we will follow up in asking questions.
Okay,
We-
but I've been going through this.
Well, okay,
For a
but-
while now. I got an 85-year-old father with a pacemaker, goes up and down the steps, and the steps is weak. How about he goes
But
through
today's a new day, okay? So we're talking about going forward. So I make a commitment to you that we will ask about each one of these folks, everybody that gives their name and their unit, and John will follow up with the issue. Again, the past may not have been perfect, but we're here to try to move forward.
Somebody else talk.
Wait a minute, I have one more.
No.
So, my name's Taharan Royer. I'm 21 years old, okay? I've been living in Right Place since I was in first grade. Go back about 19 years. So, obviously, from what you can tell from the people, there's been negligence in the staff, has there not? Everybody can say that. Everybody can say that.
Yeah.
So, my question is this. What are you guys planning to do about this negligence in the staff? Because, obviously, whatever's going on right now is clearly not working.
Change the style.
We have holes in our ceiling, okay, holes in the back wall. When I moved in, the stairwell, like he said, when you walk up the stairs, there's cracks in the ceiling, there's cracks in the ceiling. My kitchen sink has not been fixed, it's been shaped and everything. These work orders are not being fulfilled. We gotta call back. I called in and asked them to fix this. Now I gotta recall in for it to be fixed again? Come on, like, are you serious? Like, come on. And then they overcharging us. Hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish. Then on top of that, they charging me for a smoke detector. Are you serious? How can you charge me for a smoke detector when this is something that y'all was supposed to be doing? They charge you $50 for that. Then on top of that, $25 for parking. Then the parking lot be filled. You charging me for somewhere I can't park when the parking lot is filled. Are you serious? It's a lot of skunky stuff that's going on top of overcharging. Like, I pay $1,400 a month. Listen to me. $1,400 a month. Now, do you think that's worth it?
So what I'm saying is, we've got to let the director know your name, your unit, your problem. We're going to follow up with questions about this, okay? So what I'm saying is, we can get up and complain about what happened in the past, about how negligent this are. What we're saying is, going forward, if Mr. Clark is aware of things that aren't getting fixed, if I'm aware of things that aren't getting fixed, it's in the open. And we'll be asking questions going forward. So there's no need to talk about what didn't happen in the past, because we can talk about all sorts of stuff. But going forward, if people come back here in 2 months and they're saying the same thing, that's a problem.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying starting today. Starting today. Okay? Understand, starting today. Okay? And that's a commitment we can give.
I just want to know where the funds at, like what's going on. This is supposed to be a place that you're supposed to be a stepping stone to get out of here, to get on your feet, to get out of here. What the hell? It seems like if we make 10 cents, y'all taking 9. I need to know what the 9.5. I need to I'm not trying to be here for the rest of my life dying. I want my house. I want to get out of here.
But one of the things that, and so what's happening, and I said this to Mr. Kratovil in person, is that if you look at who funds us, the federal government funds us. The state doesn't fund us, the federal government funds us. And the federal government has cut back. So we talk about basketball courts, and it's good, and that's before this administration. So now we're in an administration where there are opportunities. So the real challenge, you can yell and scream about not having money here. That's not going to do anything. We need, it's in Washington. It's in Washington talking about housing authorities that have universally been cut back.
No, it's in the city.
Yeah, but why
That's
are
where
you
it's at.
No,
The city, the city is the problem.
Right.
You're getting money from the federal government, and you're
But-
wasting it in the city.
And wasting it in the city.
Because we all get emails.
You're not feeding Washington city money.
But we'll have a one-on-one conversation about that after this, because you're misunderstanding facts. This isn't city money. This is federal money. This is federal money.
So what have you been doing with it?
Investigation? See, but part of what we need to do is that there's some lies that Mr. Kratovil and others have said. You saw this flyer that said 41%? Well, 65% is standard. That's where we've been since June.
Okay.
Why isn't Mr. Kratovil putting up the truth out there?
Okay, well, I seen a flyer where they said New Brunswick Police Department was being investigating housing. I seen
No.
Okay,
The police department's investigating Kratovil as much as anything else. So part of what you need to understand is deal with facts. Deal with facts. And so when I see 41% on a flyer and it's actually 65%.
They don't want to tell us the truth. That's the problem.
But we're telling the truth. So first of all, the goal here is to try to help people solve the problem, right? And so
why don't they give the papers to the right person right then and there? Because when they don't, we all get charged $800.
There you go.
that's an issue you have to talk about.
I just want to make sure I understand it so I can go back to the staff, is that that paperwork that you're giving them it is not being processed, or is being delayed, or what is it? It's being delayed, and then you get a back charge because of the delay, or because of the
back charge called?
a retro payment,
So why they call it back rent?
So young
What
ladies
he's
had said,
saying
the
is
more money
they
you
get charged back when, instead of saying you owe this month, the next month, they charging you for what you already done made instead of what they supposed to go forward.
I understand.
That's what they're saying.
There's a delay, did you say that there was a delay?
I don't know if it's a delay.
And then they send out another letter.
I don't know if
What's your answer?
I don't know if it's a delay or not, but I know me and several other people have got charged, as they say, back rent.
Back rent because of the change in
Yes, but how can it be back rent when
I can't hear him, I'm sorry.
how can you get charged back rent when your rent is current?
So people are real good about telling us when their income goes down,
No, when I went
when it gets adjusted.
Yeah, I
But
went
if
to
you're,
because
your income went up,
you can't do nothing without 4 paychecks. I mean,
Right.
4 pay stubs. You can't do nothing.
Right,
You
we
can
asked
take
them.
one, they can assume whatever they want to assume. But you need 4 paychecks. You can't do nothing without that.
so
4
you're
paychecks.
saying that there is a delay.
I don't know.
In the-
Is it delay or they didn't get it right or whatever? All I know is
I
got a paper
understand
saying I
this
got
doesn't happen to
$800.
me.
And it's called back rent.
It's called, they call
That's what
it,
they say.
they call it back rent because you get
That's
4
my
pay
only
stubs. Instead of saying this is
I'll
what you
fix everything in my
owe,
house.
you minute. Instead of saying this is what you have to pay the next month, they charge you for the 4 weeks that you don't work and $800 for back the last month. That's what they do.
Well, he's gonna investigate that.
That's what they do, because they've done it to me a couple of times.
$42 for a closet door knob. $42.
Wear and tear.
Kmart would get them for $4 or $5. I fix a lot of stuff in my own house. I stopped dealing with housing stores.
And so,
And I'm not finished.
I was gonna ask for that question.
And my prescription plan gave me a $2 discount. You know they want to go up on my rent.
Really?
I can't I told that is illegal. You cannot do that. They don't go up on my rent for a $2 discount for my prescription.
All right. Yeah, so let me ask you on your first, now the rates, John, the rates are set, how are the rates set for?
So that adjustment is at the board's, purview, but they're typically done with 3 different quotes for each item. So, plus the cost of the actual repair or replacement. Tenants should not be charged for wear and tear. They should be
Can you put that in writing? Can you put that in writing?
Hold on.
Can you put that in writing?
Hold up. Wait.
Well, it's chosen by HUD.
I don't care.
I hear what you're saying.
What I'm saying, each apartment should be inspected.
They have certain
Each one, this how you keep up with the broken or whatever needs to go fixed.
So wait, he's making a great point. He's saying each apartment should be inspected.
Right.
You inspect the whole place, not just one. Or 2 or 3 apartments out of, what, 60?
Okay, you're heard.
Everybody should be
Board hears
respected.
And the people that have problems in that, they can't afford to have it fixed because they charge too much.
You heard again. Are you a resident here? Are you?
I live on 351 Somerset Street. I'm a committee man in Ward 5-4. If you are such good representatives of what the citizens of New Brunswick are and what the New Brunswick Housing Board is, why do you not even consider for 1 second to change your meeting that conflicts with city council meetings?
Politics.
What? So have you asked the city council to change their meeting date?
I can go there too,
But
but I'm here first today. And I'm saying, And I'm bringing it up as an issue. I'll bring it up as an issue over there too, but I can't be at both meetings the same week because they're at the same time.
We're concerned about the residents here, not politicians. So we'd like,
You had a chance to do something about
you're a
this.
politician. You're a
I'm not talking
committee.
about politics. I'm a resident in New Brunswick.
He's talking about what's going on.
Look, I'm not here
You
for
declined
talk.
to do something
The
about
resident
this.
there next to you with the green on, I'd like to hear from you.
I'm sorry. I'm a resident in the city and I get to speak to.
I'm talking about resident of the Housing Authority.
Okay.
What is the law?
So you're
Open
gonna
Public
tell
Meetings
me-
No,
Act.
we heard you out, I heard you
Someone
out.
else?
I heard you
But
out.
you didn't answer him.
Sir?
This is
You didn't answer his
public,
question.
wait, this is public comment, not public question.
Somebody else asked the same question.
Yeah, you answered that
Because
question
I'm
already.
usually
That's
at the
fine.
meetings,
He
too.
talked about where the money went. So
Big problem.
It wasn't. It wasn't. And you know it wasn't.
It was, absolutely.
You know it wasn't. You all know it wasn't.
When I get a cut off of half of what I normally make, does my rate supposed to come down?
Listen up, listen to the answer.
So as long as you bring in the information for rental adjustments, your rent adjusts based on your income?
I was making $10 an hour for the summertime, and she still was charging me $900 some dollars what I normally make at my regular job. My rent didn't go down, she said.
Work at Rutgers University, 10-month employee, same thing, me and her. When you get laid off, your rent stays the same. They don't care if you got another job or anything. Send a letter out and said the same thing.
I got a phone call about that today.
I'm seeing other families that don't have children moving into 3 and 4 bedrooms.
Yep.
And I'm seeing the
And they written out the rules.
with 2
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to see like how long do I still have to keep waiting to separate my children? Because that's not how that's supposed to be. You separate the boys from the girls. And I'm still in a 2-bedroom with 3 children in 1 room. I don't feel like that is right and fair, and I need some answers to questions.
All right, well,
Are you on the 3-bedroom transfer list?
Yes, and I've been on there since my boy's been born.
That's what I was
4
gonna ask you.
years.
How long you been on there?
He's 4.
Okay.
I put my name on the list the same week he was born. They said I was number 10 on the waiting list, and every year, recertification, I asked about
Somebody
it.
else is moving.
They're not doing
They
nothing
moved
on
old
the
girl
waiting
out
list.
next
I'm
to me, so
still
why they
at
couldn't put her
number
in
10
there?
4 years later.
I had a lot of problems in Kratovil because they stole my TVs, but they never fixed the locks from the windows from the downstairs. They never paid my TVs. They moved me to the right place, and they charged me all the damages in that apartment, like things don't tear and wear. For 5 years that I was living there, they never fixed nothing. And to this day, I was still paying the damages from the other apartment. All the money that they was charging me extra from the apartment. Everything. They charged me everything. I'm disabled. Why would they charge me all that money? To now, 2 years charging me.
My problem is, it's the same thing with the back pay. I handed in the pay stub
Listen up here.
a week or 2 weeks right after. Same thing with my wife. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they hit me with an $800 back pay. Out of nowhere. And I didn't wait 4 weeks. I didn't wait 3 weeks. Right after we worked, handed in the documents right to them. I'm hit with over $800.
Have you mentioned that to Mr. Clark?
Yeah, they all do.
I've been here for years.
Right.
There's no tenants association. They need to give us the documents so that we can collect them. Have a tenants association, that way this won't happen.
We used to have
If
one.
we go to the tenants association, the tenants will deal directly with John, but we don't know how to, we don't know what we need to do for a tenants association.
You heard the tenants association, that's a great suggestion. So what we've tried to do tonight is allow tenants, because again, this is concerning to hear, this is concerning to Mr. Clark and to me and to the board. Understand? We're starting about today on, okay? Today on. So we'll own it if you're here 6 months from now talking about the same thing, right? So from today on. So we've heard, and I encourage you, if your issue has not been heard, I encourage you to let Mr. Clark know after the meeting what what unit it is and what the issue is, okay?
Yeah, and then we
Now,
get another extra charge. Extra charge for talking.
But they still ain't answering questions though.
They're not gonna answer.
We've tried to hear everybody out. We're as concerned about this. We're gonna try to do something about it. But before we adjourn,
I'll give a damn.
attorney had something to say.
I'll tell her.
Charlie, we've heard a lot.
I'd like to be heard during the public comment on American citizen. I'm tonight. I'd like to respond. Did you or did you not get a 41 out of 100 on the public housing assessment system dated?
What do we have now?
2016.
What do we have
That's
now?
what I heard.
Tell me, sir.
I just said 65%.
Charlie ain't got to say
right?
that.
Is that correct? And where does that place it? 65%?
Did you or did you
Where
not
does that place it?
What I said about Andrea's son.
Outside. Inside.
We all know what you got. But everyone can look for yourself. You can see the ratings.
Charlie,
41 out of 100 is what you got.
You asked me a
And
question.
I'm asking you to own that. You were on the board.
Charlie,
You're a former chairman. You're not new.
Charlie.
You're not new here.
What is
Own
the
it. You
rating?
got a 41 out of 100. You're the third worst authority in the country. Passed the entire agenda without opening it to the public. Did you not? You didn't let these people comment. Guys, the show already happened. They already passed all the stuff. They passed the new building in downtown. They passed all that stuff, and they didn't open up the floor. I would like to comment on the budget. I came to this meeting to comment on the budget. Will you allow me to comment on the budget or
You're out of
not?
order because you overstepped your bounds here.
That's why I want to know where this budget is going.
How much is budgeted for that man, for the lawyer?
Charlie.
Excuse me, everyone.
Yeah, listen up.
So, tell the public how much your
They paying
attorney
him with our
charges
money.
agency.
You getting paid with our money.
Tell the public.
How much do you charge?
It was, I charged $125 an hour. Let me speak. Your attorney charged this agency $326 an hour. And when we went to court and Mr. Kratovil lost, his attorney deducted 5.5 hours from his bill. And I'd like to challenge you tonight, Mr. Kratovil, to give part of that $325 an hour that you and your attorney got to the food pantry tonight.
Yes.
$325 an hour is an outrage.
What's not being spent out here?
No.
The money that we don't
I would like to state for the record. Thank you for the opportunity to respond. I know Mr. Manfredi is
Charlie,
really upset
I'm giving
about
you a
it.
chance to answer his question and we're going to adjourn. If you don't answer his question, will you donate the money to the pantry?
$83,000. This man's charging. They are wasting money on the lawyers. This is outrageous. That you don't even know the budget. You're paying this man who is hired for one big contract.
All in favor?
How about the generator, guys? How many bids for that one? One bid. One bid. They're steering the money to their crooked friends.
What basis did you have to say that I'm under investigation by the New Brunswick
Well,
Police?
I hear things. So I hear things.
You heard that I'm under investigation.
I didn't say that. So are you taping me?
Of course.
Well, that's illegal. You can't tape me without telling me that you're taping me.
And what law is that?
Check the state law. That's state law. You have to let me know that you're taping me, and you just violated something. So I
You want to call the police?
What I could do is call the police like you do.
Please call the police on me. I'd like to hear their take on the law.
Charlie, but number one, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the residents. And I appreciate you bringing the residents out because we heard things we didn't want to hear. So, Charlie, so you turn that down and you're trying to record me.
I am recording you, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but why wouldn't you tell me that you were recording? Why are you trying to
I
do it in
did
secret?
tell you. You asked me and I told you.
No. You were doing it in secret before.
It's not really a secret. I bring cameras here.
Charlie, but what I'm saying is
you're a public official. We're in a public meeting. I'm allowed to record. You've now actually misstated the law and accused me of breaking a law that's not the case.
Charlie.
Maybe you can hire this lawyer. How much does he charge?
If you're recording, are you going to... Don't get personal. Are you going to
Mr.
donate...
Manfredi, is this a one-party consent state? Please, don't put your hands near me, guys. Guys, you're cornering me.
Are you... Yeah, I know. Wait. Are you going to donate your lawyer...
Am I allowed to record, sir? The meeting is over, and unless these people here consent, New Jersey's a one-party state, so they can't, unless they give
Can you please cite the statute?
It's in the 2C criminal.
One party consent means that I am the one party and I've consented.
So anyway.
So I am allowed to
if
record this
they wanna
conversation, correct?
If they want to speak to you, sir, they can speak to you. They don't have to. The public meeting is over.
Okay. He said I'm under investigation by the police. Did he have any basis to say that?
The public meeting is over, Mr. Kratovil, so there's unfortunately no further questions, but as you know, we will have a public meeting next month.
How much over your budget did you go? The $18,000 budget for legal fees last year? How much over?
The meeting is over.
How much do you spend on the legal fees for this agency, sir?
I'm not as stupid as you, okay? So don't even ask me that question, okay?
How much did you spend on the legal fees? This guy is about to punch me. This guy, Mr. Wolde, do not get in my face and make a fist like that.
The meeting is over, so I'll knock you out. The meeting is over, so I'll knock you out.